Oh, you're live. You're live right now.
Yeah, I'm just sending all the different platforms live. One sec.
Oh, Keith will show up.
Yeah, I think Keith put a questionnaire out, so he should be. But yeah, I've been moving into the new office this week, so it's been a pain in the ass. But we're here now, so I can work.
It is social hour.
What's that?
It's social.
Right, so we've got a couple of people on the Mass Lead Generation, got on the Lead Simplify site. I can't see Facebook again this week. It keeps YouTube.
I see YouTube. Oh, it's there. It's there on Facebook. Got 2 or 3 watching.
Yeah, I had a few customers this week who want to get on and go through some stuff. So we've not got any real structure for this week. Just get on, and if anyone needs any help with anything. Oh. I see Hugh's in there. You all right, pal?
Sure, sounds good.
No, sorry, I'm just talking to Hugh. He's just jumped on, so he was the first guy in. You see something.
Love the yard. Yeah, Tim. We love the yard too. Everybody loves this app. All over the internet. I hear so many people love this thing. Hey, there's Keith.
There's Keith. He's a big smile.
Hey.
Yeah, we're all late this week. We just got here in time.
I had to erase my whiteboard. I had all my secrets for the new MPP up there.
I got the new one.
Yeah, the new 5.6 or whatever you got there. I've been messing around and doing some crazy stuff with it.
Keith's been doing some really, really cool stuff with it.
Yeah.
I've been on webinars every single day for about 2 weeks. So I've just literally, and I've got one straight after this at 7 o'clock. So I won't be on here. I'm knackered.
Wow.
I feel it's like screwed with it all. Huh. Who have we got on? Hey, Tim. We've got Tim in there. We've got Hughes on. We've got Tommy's on. How's it going, guys? Other people, we've got quite a few other people on, but no one's commenting at the minute. On YouTube, Facebook.
Good evening, guys.
Can you explain more about the new update to 5.6? Certainly can, yeah. Let's pop the question up.
Yep.
Do you want to start with that, Keith, or do you want me to?
What does he want to know about it? I mean, there's so much in it. Does he want to know about the export for not local? Does he want to know about export for affiliates, or does he want to know about the actual siloing?
Surprise gift, just guest. I said surprise gift. surprise guest, Dave Castle.
They want to win something.
Guys, how you doing?
Oh, how are you doing?
Good, man. Good.
Long time no see.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Look at that office, man. He's got to have the best office out of everybody I know. It's fucking awesome, isn't it?
Yeah, that's nice.
All right.
Got full screen set up in the background there. That looks cool.
Made for internet.
Wall panels look very, very cool.
Put my volume up a bit. There we go.
See, he's got a thingy at the back there. If you look, you can see he's got a drop-down screen and everything at the back for proper photo shoots.
Yeah.
That's really great.
Yeah, he's right, posh buggery.
I started putting some up today. I phoned Dave earlier and telling him about it. So I need to cover my door because my office door, when my neighbours come in and out, I can hear them. So I was putting the foam on the door. So I put it all on the top, and then I started putting it on the bottom, and the top fell on my head. So I just gave up and ripped it all off and threw it over there. Oh, fuck that. I can't do it. So I need some help.
Oh, good.
Right. Sorry, guys. We're just yabbering on. Right, 5.5. Tommy. Hey, Carlos. You all right, mate? Tommy, so basically what we did is we were playing around with 5.5 and we went through all the upgrades, and Keith's released 3 videos or something on what we've done for the upgrades. Then we had an idea about the counties equals county, which, have you got any demos where you can show him how it's working, Keith?
Yeah, I think I can find some. Just give us 2 ticks while you're on there. I'll have a look.
Yeah.
Do you want to explain? Start explaining.
Yeah, I'm good at explaining stuff with pictures. I wonder if I can share a picture screen. One sec. Let me see if I can put up a blank PowerPoint presentation. File. New presentation. Right. Slideshow. Present a preview. Right, let me see if I can share this screen, right? Because if I draw a picture, then I know what I'm talking about, whereas if I don't, I haven't got a clue. So what? Start sharing screen. Share screen. Screen number 2. Right, so you can all see a white screen now, yeah? Right, so we've come up with this thing called counties equals county, right? And what it enables you to do is segregate things by county. So you can create, so say you've got your website, right? And you want a list of specific locations. Oh wait, that's not going to work unless I put a pen on, is it? Say, and you've got your sidebar here, right? And I don't think it works in the sidebar, but say you've got your sidebar here. You want a list. It does, all right, cool. For Orange County there, right? And then you want a list from, give me another county, Keith.
What?
Los Angeles.
LA County, and then let's just call it LA County 2, right? So say you wanted specific lists for your internal linking structure. What you can now do is you can have a list inside of the plugin like this for County 1, County 2, County 3, right? Very, very easily. So what we figured out when you export, the reason we did this was specifically, and then what you can do is you can have one here on the page that has a list of the closest locations to the page that you're currently on based in the specific county, so it will never cross the border, okay? So a lot of people was asking for this, if you can do it via county. So we've created that in it, but what it also enables you to do now is, let me just erase that. Right, so what it also enables you to do, let's say you've got a shop, right? So you've got a shop, and up here's your big head section on your shop website. And what it lets you do is have a list of relevant products here, because what you do is you break up your products by county, right? And then your product here that you're selling, or vice versa. So you have your product at the top because you want it fucking selling, and the relevant products directly underneath it. But then say you add bikes into a county here, and then you could add cars into a county here, and you could have cameras into a county here. And what you can have a list is of all your bike products under here, all your car products under here, and all of your camera products under here, all specifically. So what it enables you to do is create an amazing internal linking structure that basically the same as what they do in Amazon, and now you can do it very, very, very quickly with a very short piece of code. That short piece of code, I'm going to try and write it by pen here, Keith, but you're probably going to have to tell me if I get it wrong. So it would be cities. Yeah, is this right?
Yeah.
Now my pen's messing up. So that's a square bracket, so you can ignore that little bit there. Cities, and then you'd have
percent.
I thought this was just like that. Counties equal. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do it. You're going to have to show them on your screen, aren't you?
Yeah, I'll show you.
Very good at right. Have you got something ready to share?
Yeah, I've got something ready to share.
Right, get your screen up then. Shit, I've got a pen on now. I don't know how to turn the bloody thing off.
Right. So, where's my share screen bit?
1 minute, mate. Let me put my arrow on.
Okay.
Ah, there we go. I couldn't unshare my screen. I can't see your screen, Keith. There we go.
You see it? Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So let's jump over here. So this is the page already done. So basically, this is a car database which I got off one of the members. Obviously, it's not the best looking site in the world. It was just chucked together. But as you can see on this page, I've got Hyundai. These ones over here are just classed as major cities. So in the database, they've just got a 1 beside the major cities bit. And they will always come up there. They'll come up as the closest major cities. Now, this one's for Durham, but I haven't got any, obviously. Then this one is non-major cities everywhere. So this is just a load of everything. Now, this one, when you scroll down the bottom, ignore the cars because obviously it's Hyundai, we've got Lexus in. But down here is what Mike's on about. These are all now Hyundais. Yep. Now, if I go on to a different thing, let's say Ford. So we've now come on to the Ford, because now we've got a for sale Ford Explorer 2017. The major cities have now changed up there. These have changed. And then obviously the videos changed, the images changed, and now we've just got all Fords down there. So this is all just siloing your stuff down. Now, these do work over in the sidebars, because this is just a normal sidebar. The only thing that doesn't work is you can't use the shortcodes in the actual sidebar titles. What you have to do is put like an H2 and then put the title and then put your shortcode in there. That's the only thing that doesn't work, which is like neither now nor summit, is you can't have like the title as the shortcode, but that's neither here nor there. Now, if we log in, I'll show you the code. Like I say, it's dead easy, the code. It's just exactly what Mike wrote there, basically. We go into Magic Page. Oh, I need to do edit with Elementor box. And obviously, this shortcode will work on the home page. Now, on the home page, you can always just put the normal county without the percent in front, because the home page will always be one specific county. It's only really on the Magic page and the sidebar of the Magic page that you actually want the percent county.
Keith, what are you showing there, mate? We just see a white screen.
Yeah, I know it's coming up in a minute. It's just taking forever. When it comes up. That's why I'm doing like on any stream like this. It always kills me. Bloody the internet's shite around here. That's a technical term, by the way. Right, so Slot's got it bloody. I thought it was going into Elementor. That's why it was taking so long.
Yeah, I've had a lot of people asking, can we do some demos on this that are not Elementor as well? Because we tend to use Elementor.
Because I use Elementor all the time. I mean, if they want demos that's just on pure, like, a standard website, I will. But I won't do demos on crap like Divi because I hate it. Daryl, you use Divi, don't you?
No, I use Beaver Builder.
Well, I was going to say if you can use Divi's like sort of horrible. Because one of my clients has got Divi, he won't come off it. And it's like it's a pain in the backside if I have to change anything.
Yeah, I agree with all those short codes. It's just a gobbledygook mess.
Come on.
Okay. Wait there, right. What's that mean there? Is that a video studio with a desk in it? Oh right, he's on about Dave Cass's office there.
Here we go, we go.
Yeah. That's not a fake backdrop either. That's the real deal. I got all the fake backdrops.
Yeah. That's where he lives pretty much.
Yeah.
I can phone him at 8 in the morning till 9 at night and he's in there working. The only person who works harder than I do. Go on, sorry, Keith. We'll just put it's taking the ages.
Yeah, no, it's all right. Yeah, it does. So obviously this is like your normal page. I mean, when you think about it, you're saying you want like other stuff other than like Elementor. I don't use all of this in Elementor. All I use is that. The only thing I like about Elementor really is you can like sort of just position it where you want to, but most of the time I only use a text editor. Because if you notice, I've got the video in the text editor, not in one of the video things. The containers are just a pain in the backside because you can't do all the stuff like in the container for the video. You can't put in the video schema.
So
whereas I can put video schema in and do it.
Can you create 3 columns at the top?
Yeah.
Can you create 3 columns at the top of this page? Just 3 set areas where you can drag in 3 different text sections.
Yeah. Just a minute. I'll just do it.
I'm gonna have to get close to see what you're doing.
Ah. Come on, duplicate. Right. So if I go in to here.
What the fuck are you doing, man?
Right, text. If I take all this out apart from up it. Right, so this bit here is the cities type. Okay, so all I've got is cities. The type equals UL, which just means it's a list. And as Mike showed there, it's counties equals percent county percent. And that allows you to use the county shortcode within the city shortcode.
Right.
And I've just got major city.
What other stuff have you got in there called counties? Because if you can duplicate that block 3 times on top of itself,
I'm going to duplicate and put like the other stuff in. So if I duplicate that, okay. So in this one, I'll put percent county. Then what you could do is, what was it? A Ford? I think it's a Ford, isn't it? So we'll do that as a Ford.
Where's the other one gone though?
Above.
All right, you can't see it until it goes live.
Yeah, you can't see it until it's there.
Right.
They're in the different blocks, right? So that's Ford. That one's come in. And then we can just have like sort of your standard. If I just copy that, that's what I should do here.
So what we're trying to do here is enable you to do an absolutely amazing internal linking silo that literally links through every single type of page and category and everything else that you're doing very, very easily and very, very quickly, the way you would with a normal shopping cart thing. But obviously this works on a mass scale. So the internal linking structure throughout your site is just awesome. So can you put major cities is true?
You want to make it true, yeah.
And then put one more category in underneath, the same as the Ford one, but with like a Honda or something.
Yeah. So do that one again then. Yeah, very good.
Nah, that's not where it goes, mate.
All right. Honda. Change that to Honda. All right. Update that.
Now, what you can use these major cities equals true, major cities equals false for, if you're doing like big sales on a big scale, so let's say you're doing something like real estate, or you're selling caravans, or you're doing something like selling cars and stuff like that, what you do is you keep the cars listed, but you set them to false. So you literally have a 0 in the spreadsheet, nothing in the spreadsheet, and it'll put it into your oh no, my speaker's trying to talk. It'll put it in your spreadsheet like it's whenever they're sold, take the number 1 out, and then whenever they're not sold, put them as a number 1, and that'll give them the priority where it's the major cities equals true. So as you can see, the internal linking structure that this has just created now. So now what you can do is you can flick through to any page you want, and the one that was the very bottom one will show random list, and the top 3 will always pull in the Hondas and the Fords. So you can pull through all your product categories, and you can have like favorite product categories at the top of your thing, so your best sellers and stuff like that, and it'll link through all of them specific products and nothing else. But it's all done on one page. So that's the 5.6. I don't want to carry on pushing on about this for too long, because obviously other people might want to ask some questions, but I just wanted to explain that a little bit. We've got quite a few videos coming for it, but it's literally just gone live this week, so we didn't even know we were doing it until we did it. Anyone got any questions? Because I know a few customers have been coming to me asking about specific things, and they said they'd be on here, but great questions from your visible on YouTube. Just getting on what's topic about. We don't know, Ben, this week. We didn't specific. We just get on here in case anyone needs any help.
Can I demo something?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to show people what the significance is of what's happened here with 5.5 and 5.6. Let me just show you something. With the United States, there's always been a struggle to get the cities exactly right and the surrounding areas. I've talked to various customers, and because you can customize the data. Yeah, let me see if I can stop sharing. Hold on. Am I sharing anything? Hold on.
No, you need to share your screen and then I'll send you live.
Share. Okay.
Someone's just asked, are we taking questions on WP Schema plugin? Yeah, you can ask about anything on here. You can ask us anything you want.
Anything, yeah.
I know Daryl's bank details and everything if you want.
Yeah. Go ahead, give that out. There's nothing in there. All right. So are you looking here? You don't see my screen yet?
No, you've got to share screen. Then
I shared it. There you go. Okay. All right. So if you take a look at what's going on here, first of all, when the database says New York City, it usually says New York, right? But this is all being pulled from the custom database. Okay. So I put to the right of it, this is not just text. This is actually pulling in from the city. So when I click on Manhattan, okay, it's going to change this up. I know it's going a little slow because of the thing here. Okay, so it changes all the data, the city density, the population, all of that data is in the set that I put in here for this. Because I don't have a lot of cities in here. I have a little bit, but what I want to show you what I've done, and it's taken me days to do it. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this work, if it'll be something I give to the training people that I do live trainings with, or what we'll do with it. But basically, if you go into the settings, I broke this population into stages. So let's see. I'll show you real quick. I'll try to be as quick as possible with this. So I broke everything up into these stages based on the sizes of the cities. So the first is the first 225 markets, cities. It's 43K file, and it's very small. And so if you're just looking for major cities, you got the top 200 cities just like that. Stage 2 is your medium-sized cities, and there's probably a few hundred of those. And stage 3 would be, so when I build out these sites, I'm going to start with stage 1 and stage 2. Okay, and then grow out from there. And I'll also use Magic Page plugins radius thing to sort of spread out like a wave, so that I'm not adding all of those at the same time. They'll be in the database, but because of latitude, longitude, I can have them spread out as needed. So let me just show you what the data looks like, and then you guys can infer what you could do with it yourself. Okay. Oops. Can't seem to get this to move. See if I can open it. It's on the other screen, but it's not letting me move it. There we go. All right. So this is all I did for that data set, and you guys can do anything that you want for data sets. But basically, I have the term ID blank, I have the location name, I have the latitude, longitude, I have a zip code, I have the region, which is the state in the United States, I have the county that belongs to, I have the country, which I just put USA for that. Major cities, these are all stage 1, so they're all true. I abbreviated the state to lowercase.
Daryl,
yeah.
Why are you putting true? You're supposed to just put the number 1 in there.
The old database had it as true, so I just put it as true, and it still works as true or 1.
Does it
either
work?
way.
Right, okay.
Yeah, it does work. So then I created a slug just for, so if I want the slug to be just city only, I'll put in city only slug data into the URL structure, which I can show you. That basically I do that.
You see, you just had the longitude and latitude up. I've just seen Tim Judge has just put a question in saying, I'm having a hard time getting the longitude and latitude posting for homes in the proper pinpoint.
Yeah, that's tricky. I mean, how many digits do you have in order to pinpoint a home? You have to have quite a few number of digits. So these are just cities. So they're just very general. They just pinpoint the center of the city point. Mm-hmm. But as you can see, there's just whatever data I was able to get, I put it into a field. I didn't add any other custom things, but I did have things like population density, which would be nice if Magic Page would allow you to do filters based on some of these things. But it doesn't matter because you can do the filter before you import them with Excel or whatever, and you can say I only want things with a certain population density to show up in the database. And then you can just upload them. So the sky's really the limit. I even have time zone in here. And so that data comes in here over the side, and I can use that time zone if I want. I can use if it's an incorporated city or not. I can, take these short codes and put them into the page anywhere I want, as I showed you in the initial page.
Show us the short codes on the page, what it actually looks like.
Yeah, sure. I just did, actually, when I first started.
I missed it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's a bit mind-blowing, actually, that it can do this. Let me... What? Sorry, say that again?
I said I haven't slept for about a fortnight since I got the first test of it.
Let me... I only have 224 locations, so let me just show you just how I do this. I'm going to put in stage 2 right now of my data, and anybody can do this any which way they want, but I'm just doing it this way for me. So I'm going to process the data, and this is going to take 4 stages, so it doesn't take too long. There's 753 cities that'll populate for this stage.
You can see me dad's on here watching.
What's that?
Oh, wait, there we can't see it. 1 second. I'm just going to take your screen over for 1 second.
Sure, yeah. Your dad's watching, you said?
Hi, Dad. Sorry, mate. Carry on.
I got the wrong thing. Okay, that's okay. That was a good time to do that. So now if I go to locations, you'll see I have 978 stage 1 and stage 2 locations. So let's see. That's not going to be the right thing. Are you guys all following, tracking what I'm doing here?
Yep. I still didn't see the short codes, though. I just seen the page.
Yeah, so here's the short codes.
No, but the actual short codes so people can see how you've put them in the page.
They are right here. County, New York. State, New York.
The short code, so it can, so what it looked like.
Yeah. So
I didn't miss it before, did I? He didn't show us, did he? I thought
I just showed the front end. Here's the short codes. I just popped them in here.
There we go. Right. So that's how you.
Yeah.
That's
so
cool.
You can use every bit of data can be pulled in as a short code. So imagine if you're pulling in Wikipedia and stuff like that, and you've got a database of all the stuff you want for hundreds of locations or whatever it is you want. Anything can now be just imported, put it into a database, and that's all you need is a few little short codes. This is what I mean. There's going to be some amazing stuff comes out of this when people start to figure out exactly how to use it. Even I don't know how I'm going to use it yet.
Yeah. See, now I have more smaller cities in here. So, but they're all still big, significant areas. They're incorporated. You can see if it was an incorporated area, it says 1, it's incorporated. And one thing that's interesting in this data set, it has this county FIPS. I think that's a unique number for that region. So I might be able to do suburbs with that. So I'm looking to see if I can do suburbs like that. Let's see if that number changes. Anyway, I just wanted to show you that.
So Bob's just mentioned that you get only 6 points of a longitude and latitude. So I'm assuming that's all we need.
Yeah.
Tommy's put, where do you find the data that you put in the database, for example, time zone? Where do
Yeah,
find
you
all that
can
information?
buy those. They're all over the internet. It just takes a lot of days to make this stuff, like to actually separate out stuff that you don't want. This particular database had military bases that you could take and clear out. It had incorporated and unincorporated areas. I like to have the slugs I like it to have the state as well as the city. So I don't think I showed.
Does anyone know of anywhere where we can like export stuff? Like, you know, when you've got these big specialist Shopify shops, you know, that specialize in like, I don't know, say they specialize in selling bikes or camping stuff or home renovations or shit like that. Something where we can
scrape
actually,
it.
yeah, where we can scrape all that data, because imagine how much money you could make as an Amazon affiliate just scraping all that data and pumping out 500, 600, 700 page websites. Like, just duplicate.
I've got to have Christopher on doing that.
He's doing it for you.
He's trying to learn the code. So I said, "Oh, I know what I'll give you as a task. Follow up straight Amazon."
This Octoparse does something like that, where you could like pull things. Oh, you took me off. That's okay.
No, I didn't. I didn't mean to. There we go. You're back on.
Here's one of them. It's called Octoparse, and you can create a scraper with it, and you can scrape like Amazon, or and it'll put it into a CSV file. And,
that's pretty cool.
And then you can go ahead and import that in.
You know what? I bet Patrick's got some.
Patrick will have someone. If he hasn't, he'll be able to build one.
Yeah, he'll be like, give me 24 hours.
Got a good team.
I'll speak to him as soon as we get off this, if I get time, because I've got a presentation at 7. I've got a webinar straight after this. But if I've got time, I'll give Patrick a bell and see, because if we could scrape these sites and pull in all the data and put them all into segregated columns, we can literally export, scrape, import, add your affiliate link shortcode at the bottom, so that it basically pulls in the URL, but then obviously adds your affiliate ID at the end for like Amazon and stuff like that. And you've literally got a product. You've got thousands and thousands of different products that you can have different affiliate IDs across a website in like 5 minutes.
Yeah. Would it be helpful to have a random latitude longitude generator so that you can fill in those columns for products or non-location based things? So you could like pick the country. What's that?
I just export the normal database and then just copy the ones down to the list.
Me and Keith were doing a test this week, and what we found out was we just put zeros in. We just put fucking loads of zeros in all of them, and then we used the county thing to segregate it into lists. So you can put a list of loads of zeros in longitude and latitude. Then obviously inside the county column, you change it based on whatever your product type is, and then you just use the county type, whatever it happens to be. So let's say we're doing camping, you'd have tents, you'd have cooking stuff, you'd have all crazy things like that, and it worked perfectly.
Yeah, there's ip2location.com. They have a demo data as well that people can take a look at. Have you guys used them before?
No, I've never even heard of them. What's it called?
ip2location.com. I have a premium account with those guys because I use it for my software tools.
I've used this before.
But they do have like a demo. I believe you can get a demo data from them for coordinates and things like that and locations. It's a pretty cool service. They're, from my experience, been up to date.
Yeah.
This was, I thought that was Tim that put that up. I think I put the wrong one up. Tim's just said there's one we can use there for mobile phones, where you can strip the data out as well. What's that company? Do you know, Tim? Wait there. Someone's put, I want to use WP Schema plugin in a non-MPP mass page site. The site builder is Elementor. Can I use shortcodes in the schema? No, WP Schema plugin is completely separate product to Magic Page plugin. So I seen a few people on the group this week posting about the Magic Page plugin one when I was asking about the actual standalone tool, which is a hell of a lot better. It has templates in there. It has loads of other crazy stuff in there. But the standalone WP Schema plugin can be used anywhere on any website. Now, Patrick, it created a tool called WP Schema Factory, I think he's called it. And what that enables you to do is go to the internet, search based on location. So say I'm trying to do Locksmith London, right? I'll put in the keyword Locksmith London. It'll go search Google for Locksmith London, pull back all the sites on like the first 4 or 5 pages with every single bit of schema that every single site's got in them 4 or 5 pages. So then what I can do is go through and say export just the locksmith schema, just the local business schema, just the web page schema, just the whatever schemas I want, export them all into one place, and then you just join them all inside of the plugin. It takes literally a couple of minutes. Swap it out for your own data and you're done. But I think a lot of people are getting the Magic Page schema plugin mixed up with the WP schema plugin because we've added a schema plugin inside a Magic Page. I only use the basic schema plugin in Magic Page. Do you use the advanced one, Keith, or?
No, I only use the. You don't need. Well, saying that, with this new change, I probably will be using the other one more for the templates, because if you start to do the beauty about the WP schema one is you will be able to actually use build the templates for say a product. Like you say, running shoes or something like that, you'll have a template for it. If you've got 10 running shoes on, you can put them pages on dead easy and then just basically slightly change the thing and boom, your scheme is done. I know some people are saying they couldn't find the schema and stuff like that because everybody around them is got crap schema on. As well, that's the way it goes. It's build your own. You know what I mean?
Well,
look at what's working. Fathom it out and build your own. That's all I've done.
I use Patrick's tool for every single site. I don't give a shit what site I'm doing. If you're going after locksmiths in London, right, then you don't need to do better schema than everybody in the area. You just grab everything that every single person's done, use Patrick's tool to search the keyword, and then just input it, and it's done. It's super quick and easy. So I get what you're saying. There's a few people out there that can do amazing schema and understand it to a proper in-depth level. But for mass page, you don't necessarily need amazing top level schema. You just need to tell Google what the page is, where it's based, and some essential information. You don't need to stuff it with loads of shit and start spending too much time on it. Any picker, Craig said there. Chrome extension to scrape, it's a piece of cake. So
I'm just having a look at it now.
nice one. He said, thank you, Daryl, for sharing the information. Tommy, I deleted it. He was the one who was picking on you last week. IP2location.com, there you go. Is that the one? I had loads of people chasing me this week saying, can I speak to you? Can I speak to you? Can I speak to you? And I've said, I ain't got the time. Jump on the live and ask some questions. And I'm not seeing any of the questions. I see Craig's put a mad face up here, though. Craig Audley, how come you're mad at us? Can anyone else see the mad face?
I'm just on StreamYard.
All right, there's only me that can see it. I can see the mad face from Facebook. Right, Tim's house.
I have a question for David Casa.
Sure, man. What's up?
I love that the PPC tool that you have. Love it. So any plans to expand it or do any changes to it coming up?
Yeah, we recently we increased the keyword limits a couple of weeks ago. We had a few issues with people trying to build massive campaigns. So the reason why we had a limit on it was mainly because we didn't upgrade the server. So we've upgraded the servers and we're allowing people to, I believe, can create over 1,000 ad groups with thousands of ads and keywords now instead of the 500 or the certain character limit that we had previously. Because we had so many users trying to build massive campaigns, we did have to limit it for obvious reasons. But yeah, we've recently done that. So you can now create bigger campaigns on search.
Do you know this product, right? I keep mithering Dave every single day to do stuff with it because I love it, right? I'd set up a campaign. Remember the video I did about it about 18 months ago, yeah? About a year, 18 months ago, something like that, right? And I remember saying to Dave, look at this campaign. It's just a little campaign. We're spending about $3,500 a month, right? On an ads campaign, right? I found his tool, actually bought his tool. I didn't even know who Dave was at the time, right? And when I used it, pretty much overnight, within about 24, 48 hours, it had knocked me cost per click from about £1 or just over £1 down to about 40p, right? Now, so I contacted Dave straight away and said, oh, fucking hell, I need to sell this tool. I love it. It's amazing, right? Got that excited. And I was showing Dave the other day, right? That same campaign is still now running, and it's still running at under $2,000 a month. And we're still getting better results than we were when we were spending $3,500 a month. And I spent maybe 20 minutes setting up the campaign. That tool is amazing. I absolutely love it. And I just want to see it. I really do.
Busy with a few other things, but yeah, it'd be good to expand on it. Recently had a new support person in the past month, 2 months now. So it's for now it's just mainly search campaigns. A lot of our customers use it just for search campaigns to build their single keyword ad groups. And yeah, there's a lot of people getting pretty cool results with it.
I think I've saved about $20,000 in the last 12 months with that product. That's without doing anything with it, just using it in 20 minutes. It's my favorite. I think it's one of my favorite products. I'm glad you brought it up because I keep telling David, I keep going on it Dave every day.
That was not
every
prompted.
Single day. I know. That's why I'm dead excited. That's why I was dead excited when you brought it up because I thought, tell him.
Yeah, why don't we because we are talking about it. Let's put the link in the chat so that people can, if they haven't seen that product before, it's PPC Kit, right?
Yeah.
Can you put that in there?
Maybe we can put one in later for a special deal because currently it's at $100 a month. I know a lot of people got in at an early adopter rate. But I can
check the description. Check below in the description. Ring the notification bell. Sorry,
it's just promised a discount there, which means I'll hit him up for that, and I'll put it in my members area only.
Yeah,
nice. Right, and Patrick's tool as well. Can I use location shortcodes that I create in the schema? You can. Sorry, I just thought I'd jump straight to. No, I'm asking about the WP Skip. Right. You can't use shortcodes if you're not using Magic Page unless you've got a product that recognizes the shortcodes. So, like Patrick Tuttle at Ranking Factory, he's got a mass page product that uses shortcodes. So, if you're creating schema with my schema tool and you're using his tool to pull in the schema first, and then you add the shortcodes that his mass page builder, I think it's Summit Silo, I can't remember the name, sorry, but it's something silos, and that uses shortcodes. And if you create the schema using his shortcodes, then they'll work on his website because his software recognizes shortcodes. The only way you can use the shortcodes is if you've got a plugin or something in there that recognizes the shortcodes. So Magic Page recognizes location shortcodes, and it also, wherever you set as your central location, it spreads that throughout all the pages on the site, and enables you to hook the site with a central location, which is what you should be doing with your GMB address. Get your Google My Business address, set that as your central location, and then hook it throughout the site. And it will help rank your GMB and your normal website. Oh, do you know what? I was on to Dave before, just to let people know, right? I've been playing around with a tool of Patrick's, and I'm going to share it with people soon. Oh, shit, the thing's not on my page. And I've been going out doing locksmith jobs. I was telling Dave before, just before I broke into a woman's house around the corner, right? A couple of hours ago before coming on here. And I do this thing what Patrick sent me, right? And you can say to a customer, right, get the mobile number, click the button, and it texts them asking them for a review there and then on the spot, right? So you think, well, if they give you a 4 or 5 star review, it'll show it on your GMB. But if they give you 3 stars or less, I've got 5 stars, but if it gives you 3 stars or less, it'll send it into your little thing as like feedback, and they'll say, we're really sorry you feel like that. And then it'll ask them a few more questions, and it kind of stops you getting bad reviews. It's absolutely brilliant. I'll have to speak to him about it. He shocked me when he brought it up, so I said, give it me and I'll take it out and I'll play with it with customers. I think I've got like 4 or 5 reviews now. And I'm playing with it. At each job I do, I'm sending them this special text message. It's a cool little tool. I don't know why I mentioned it. I just got dead excited going on. Right. Right, that thingy one's down. bbckit.com. If anyone wants to take a look at it, there's the
Cool. But we'll do a special thing in your members area, so anybody who's a part of the Mike Martin members should be able to get a pretty cool deal from inside there.
50% discount is just agreed to. Awesome. Thank you, Dave.
Oh yeah, Dave, come on this live. Come on this live. Yeah.
We'll pick your pockets while you're on.
Mike sells more software than AppSumo. They're gonna call him Mike Sumo.
Mike Sumo.
That's only because I'm fat. That's got nothing to do with it. Right, guys. Sorry, we've got people on here. Has anybody got any questions about actual things that they want us to go on about or show them? Keep on going, Mike. 80% discount. I'll try. I've just talked someone down by about $150 off a one-time product yesterday, and I'm waiting to speak to him today, which will go in the members area soon. I think his product's about $250, and he's agreed to let my guys have it for $97. I think he said he'll let them have it for. As soon as he finalizes it, and if he doesn't now, I'll tell you his name on here next week, so you can all shame him. But I'm pretty sure he's a good guy.
I was just thinking, Mike, couldn't we use Spintax as the latitude longitude to make a random latitude longitude? Well, actually, it probably wouldn't work because it would stick to the same number, wouldn't it?
The time you need proper longitude and latitude is if you're building a site based on location. When we're building affiliate sites, then we can hook it using the counties now. Because of the 5.6 upgrade, we can hook the products based on the type of products or product type. It goes in counties. So the only thing you need to do is just put zeros in. But like you said, if you want to randomize things and randomize the whole thing so that your list's all crazy, then just do that. Yeah, what you just said.
Mike Sumo is not available, according to Tim.
There's someone domain squatting already.
Yeah.
Who bought that? Come on, test out.
It's obviously another fat guy called Mike. I'm having that. Wow. Yeah, I think I might have bought it actually. No. Has anyone got any software things they want to talk about or anything? I'm probably going to be on here about another 20 minutes max. I've got a presentation at 7 p.m. where I've got
I have an amazing tool I'd like to show if you guys want to take a look at it. I have no affiliate to it at all. I just found it yesterday. I wish I could blur out some stuff here. I'll just show a stupid site. Can I share?
Yeah, man.
All right. So a customer came to me and said that they just fired their SEO guy, and they had all these reports that they were giving to their customer for their rankings and whatnot. So I'm like, okay, well, you gotta, usually these rank trackers, one, they're very expensive, and two, they you have to have a running start to have real data. So I found this tool called SEO Poz, POZ.com. And it's very affordable. I think I paid $120 for the whole year. And all it does is it hooks up to your search console with Google and your analytics, brings the data in, and allows you to really take a look at all your keywords and the changes over time. So we can kind of take a look, and you can see, just like you had been running a long-running tracker, keyword tracker, and it's very accurate because it's coming directly from Google, and it shows you which search engine and everything.
So how does this work? What did you connect it to?
So I just connected it to Search Engine Console through Google. So if you have Google accounts, sign up for Search Engine Console and set up Google Analytics through your website. If you need help with that, contact me. We do that kind of thing for customers. And then you just go ahead and you just go to add a website. And like I have all these different websites in here. And then you it'll pull the keywords. So here's one that I haven't pulled the keywords. This one doesn't have any data because I just set it up yesterday. But it has to already have some data running. So this one has 1,600 keywords, and you can see that it's gone up 33%. So you can do a white label report for this customer if you do any SEO, or for yourself, even just to have it. This particular white label report I haven't branded, but you can add your own branding on it, and it'll show you, what's going up, what's going down, and things like that. So if you fire your SEO guy and you need some keyword tracking, this is cool.
That is cool.
That is cool. So I use Data Studio, but obviously Data Studio just shows you where you are now. It doesn't show the ups and downs, which is like, so that's really cool that can actually show the ups and downs.
Yeah. And you can filter, I think, by top positions too. You can kind of see where you're at with different things. And you can search by certain search engines and whatnot. So that was my show and tell. I think we should have show and tell.
That's good.
It's helping us do stuff. But just no sales links. That's all. We don't want to. This is just a live for conversation. I don't want to be trying to flog shit on here. Just to help customers as well. So I must have had 5 or 6 customers this week emailing me saying, "Can I get on a call with you?" And I said, "Just get on the live, and I'll help you with anything you want." And do you know what? It's all the same guys, and they're not getting on here. What's this here? What Tim's just shared.
That's what Daryl was just showing us.
Yeah, SEO pause. Yeah. Hey, Tim. Tim, have you ever used it before? I just got introduced to it yesterday, so I'm a newbie.
It looks quite interesting. I might have a look at that.
Yeah, Tim's a smart guy. He's doing a lot of stuff.
Yeah, very smart guy. I'm looking forward to our conversation tomorrow, mate. It's a secret conversation, but I can't wait. Because when you talk to really clever people, you get your head ticking in all these crazy ways and directions, and they give you so many cool ideas for stuff to do.
Tips, tricks, and tools sessions. What does that mean?
Tips, tricks, and tools sessions.
Is that what we're calling this?
No, I think that's what he wants. Yeah. Like, share tips, tricks, and some tools.
Yeah. And show and tell.
I really like that tool. That's a really cool tool. I used to use other tools, but I think that's pretty cool, because what you could do is, when you're giving a client a free consultation, or you're just about to close a deal, you could offer this as a service just to show them, what's going up, what's going down. Yeah. You could brand it. And when you add that kind of value to potential customers, it just helps close that deal so much quicker. I've done it time and time again, where I'll go into SEO Moz and I'll generate a bunch of free reports for potential clients, and as soon as they see that kind of value, and for those of you that are doing PPC on the call as well, you could still use this tool to show them, if they're starting to lose rank for specific keywords, you could also pitch, PPC services as well, to help them get back to the top of the page while they're working on the SEO to bring that search term back to the top. That's a very cool tool.
Yeah, like what you just said about the PPC. If you're selling someone PPC, they understand the value, don't they? You're ranking at the top of Google as well. Yeah. So shit like that really, really helps. I just thought I'd post that one because I'm the guy that bugs Mike, and that's why I started laughing. I wasn't laughing at you, Dave. I was just laughing at Tim. Right.
I replied to that one. Yeah, I replied to Tommy in the group. It doesn't look like you've even initialized your site because it hasn't got any pages built. You need to start off with 10 or 20 or 30, and then it will start and build stuff up. But you haven't built any at the moment. It looked like you hadn't built any at the moment.
So when you're using the auto prospecting, you have to click the button on the left-hand side.
To make it kick off. Otherwise, the cron job doesn't kick off.
Have you got a site open, Keith, that we can just show him the button?
Yeah, I've got that test site open. Just a second.
Wait there. Right. Michael Bosey's feeling left out. Just 1 second. Let me just share his comment. There. Oh my God, he's got that thing. Does anyone remember that from years ago? That was an awesome film when I was a kid.
Never-ending story. What is it?
Yeah, that's what it was called, wasn't it? Sebastian Trejo. That's what I used to. Yeah, no way. There you go, Mike. You got your comment up now. Stop whinging at me.
Right.
Sorry, I'm going back to Tommy's thing. Yeah.
Right. So if I share my screen.
Right, I'll bring that down. Yep, just show him where it is, mate.
Yeah. Tell me when you can see it.
Oh, I have to put it on. Don't 1 minute, mate. Sorry. No, wait a minute. There you go.
Right. So this is coming into the magic page. So basically, this one's already got 41 built. So what you need to do is click on the auto install. Yeah, obviously choose option 1, which kills them all. And then option 1 decides to bugger off. One more. Do update. I always update from there.
Now, unless your host that you've got your sites with are blocking these cron jobs from working, which can happen, then this should automatically, as soon as you've done this, it'll start running. It'll divide it. It'll just run. If they are blocking the cron jobs, you'd have to speak to your host.
It doesn't start straight away. It depends, especially with a new site, because your cron job. What's going on with this thing? Because your cron job doesn't kick off straight away, because your cron job, like the WordPress cron job, works off traffic, and obviously a brand new site doesn't get any. So it doesn't kick off straight away. It sometimes can take 24, 48 hours for it to actually start. So like, so don't set it up, then go the next day and think, oh, that hasn't done anything yet. It might take a while for it to kick in, but once it kicks in, it should just all build up. Now, we did have somebody who'd installed a load of databases, but hadn't set the radius big enough. And when they set it up, they said like they wanted obviously to build the whole of the USA. It only built them 11 locations, but that was because they hadn't sort of set the radius big enough, and that's all they picked was 11 locations. So do look up here as well, because it will tell you, you know, you've got 41 locations. I don't know what this gets doing, but it's got 41 locations. Then in here, it will tell you how many you should have. But if you're still having trouble with your thing, Tommy, just give us a shout and I'll have a look at your site.
It'll only build out as wide as the radius you set as well. So if you set a 5 mile radius, that's as wide as it'll go, and it'll just build gradually over a period of time. Tim's cheating on Mike by the look of it.
I will stop sharing this because I don't know what it's doing.
There you go. Right, has anyone got any other questions or anything that they need us to go through? Anyone want to pick on any of us? Give us some grief.
There is one thing that I might add from my perspective. I've had this Magic Page 5.5, and if you feel like you're a bit overwhelmed of its potential, I feel the same way, and I'm like a kind of a pro at this. I've been doing this a long time, like many like years and years. The potential of it, especially with the locations and what you can do with it, it's immense. So give yourself some time, play around with it, keep playing around with it, make a mess, all of that kind of thing, because it's going to feel overwhelming at first, the potential and the power of it. But if you don't play around, you don't make some mistakes, it's just going to sit there and you're going to walk away from it, and you don't want to do that.
Yeah, I mean, the basic setup with MPP is super simple. Install a plugin, set your URL structure, hide your plugin, install your database, then go over to your page and create a page using the short codes. That's it. That's how simple and quick and easy it is to do. Then all the other crazy shit. That was when we first released it. That's all it did. Does everyone remember that? Do you remember that, Keith? You were one of
I
the
remember
first
that.
guys. You as well, Daryl, weren't you? Yeah, because it wasn't that good, was it, when I met you at that SEO conference in Manchester? And but it was still all right. It was still ranking like crazy. But then just all of our
It was
users.
better than some of that were out there at the time, and now it just moved.
It's miles better than everyone else's. I already know it is. They know it is. There isn't a better one.
Like
on the competition. But no, and yeah, basically it's because of all our users. We've had loads of users that have been using it for like 2 years solid. They've never left, and they've helped build the product. It's not literally that I've just thought of all these cool ideas. I didn't even think I knew what an overlay was when we first started, and people are like, "Can you do overlays?" I was like, "What's an overlay?" So they show me an overlay, and it's like, right, yeah, of course we can do it. If someone else can do it, we can do it. So we just, yeah, all the guys helped. I don't want to share them screen shares, Tommy, because Keith said he'll have a look at your site for you. If it's not working, he'll have a look in your site. If you go to support@mikemartin.zendesk.com, pop your login details in there because it's secure in there. The only people that can see it's me and Keith and Martin. I don't think we have anyone else logging in there, do we? No, I'm pretty sure we don't. So there'll only be us three that can get access to that. So pop your login details and let either me or Keith, next one of us, to go in. I'll take a look at the site for you, mate. Right, wait there. If we have an image stuffer like from Ranking Factory, how do we get that scraped out and put in the shortcode for MPP? I'm not sure I know. If we have an image stuffer, do you mean like stuffing?
Well, surely if you're putting the information into the image scraper, then you'll already have the content.
No, if we have an image stuffer, because I know Patrick's got tons of tools, right? And one of them creates metadata in the back end of images and enables you to do all that crazy stuff. Yeah. Another one enables you to go into WordPress and grab one image and make like 50 images out of it and have them all different sizes and different shapes and just change a little bit on each one. And I think he's working on something really cool, which is I'm not going to tell anyone. It's not my tool, so I can't tell people. But when he brings it out, it's going to be mega. But yes, he's upgrading that tool. I'd get that tool while it's still cheap, because it's definitely going to go up in price. But I'm not 100% sure what you mean there, Tim, by an image stuffer like the Ranking Factory. How do we get this scraped out and put in the shortcodes for MVP? You put I think he might be asking how they had the images inside of the database, Keith. All right, wait there.
I'll just download the images and upload them to your database.
Okay.
Or upload them to your WordPress and use the URL.
Yeah, the only way you could do that to actually have all the metadata and everything in the back end of the image would probably be if you did have it on you, upload it to your own site. Watch my video. Yeah. I've done a video, Tim. You've probably seen it where I do the image SEO and show you how to put them all up, export them all back out, and put them all back in using FTP. That's the best way to have all the best metadata. But that tool of Patrick's, the new one, you can do just as much inside of WordPress because you add the metadata after you've uploaded the image. So after it strips it out, it re-uploads it all. Johnny's on. All right, mate. Let's see what he's saying.
I think you missed one from Terry a bit higher up.
Oh, I'll go back up to it in a sec. One sec. Right. I still have several old websites originally built 2 or so years ago. Yeah, Johnny's one of the original founder members that are ranking page 1 all because of MPP, and now I did schema. Everybody has this tendency to overcomplicate the use of the MPP. They certainly do, mate. Yeah.
Definitely, Johnny. Totally agree with that.
I remember we had conversations about this right back when you very first took on the plugin. Sorry, I missed Terry's dinner. Sorry, Terry. Could you explain how multiple central locations works with MPP? Does each location page siloed? Right. Basically, if you've got multiple offices, so let's say you've got a client that's got 5 offices, you can put each individual office as a central location. So let's say you run a national plumbing firm, and you've got offices that cover with a 30-mile radius of Miami, 30-mile radiuses of Los Angeles, 30-mile radiuses of somewhere in New York and somewhere in Chicago. You add all 4 of those locations as central locations, and what the plugin will automatically do is go out and build pages within a 30-mile radius of each individual location. So you've got, you only cover the areas that the client wants to cover all on the same page. Then you use your location data tool to add their specific phone numbers for their locations and so on and so forth. And then your head office, or the one that's your main location, you just set that as the primary. So all it does, and it enables you to, inside of one site, build pages specifically targeted via radius for individual locations or multiple locations. Did I explain that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did that make sense, Terry? I hope it did. Explain multiple central locations. That's basically how you use it. So you can have bigger companies than just Joe the plumber down the road who's got one workshop. You can have 4 or 5 workshops, and you can literally update his information across all the cities he covers from one page. Any more questions, guys, or am I ending this one? I'm looking at me thing and thinking, am I going to get time for a cup of coffee before my presentation?
Yeah.
So I'm all hyperactive and crazy. Awesome. Nice one, Terry. Right, anyone got any more questions about any of the products? Does anyone want to ask anything about anything, really? Before we shut it down? No, right. Thanks everybody for showing up. It's getting a little bit busier each week. Yeah, Johnny wants to chat. Keith, mate, I could use a copy of your vehicle inventory spreadsheet as I'm embarking on building a site with the new import-export feature.
That wasn't mine to give. That was given to me by one of the other members. So I don't really want to share it out.
You're going to ask him, though?
Yeah, I'll ask him if you want and see if I can share it with you. Because it's like a different thing what I got. Because I bought some bloody data for homes, and it was crap. It was the worst data I've ever bought.
Mate, I'm gutted because I had a spreadsheet with about 50 columns, right? With like every single salon in the UK. I had a spreadsheet with every single restaurant in the United States with loads of crazy stuff. And I was trying to find it with you the other day, wasn't I, Keith? And because I'm super unorganized and everything's all over the place, I don't know where it is. So I found the site where I bought it, and I went to go and see if it was still available. And they've gone. The site's gone, so I can't get it again, and I've lost it. But if I find that data, I've got it somewhere on a MySQL database. If I find the data, I'll export it all into whatever they're called, Excel spreadsheets, and share it all on the group. Because there's tons of different businesses, car makes and models, manufacturers. There's thousands and thousands of pages of data. Also, inside of Lead Simplify, there is 10 million plus USA business records with contact details. So if you want to embark on something really crazy, download that. There's about 3 gig in there, 3 or 4 gig. Get that downloaded and create something cool. I think 50,000 when ClickFunnels was at 50,000. I think the first 50,000 ClickFunnels users are in that database. I don't know how handy that is to anyone. They like overpaying for software, so you could probably sell them something.
Mike Sumo.
Sorry. Right, everyone say thanks, guys. Thanks, guys.
Tell Johnny to message me, and I'll.
Yeah, just wants the format. He said, mate. He's just asking for the format.
Yeah, just message it, and I'll sort something out for him.
Okay, guys. Thanks everyone for turning up. I'm going to try and run home as fast as I can and have a cup of coffee before my presentation. Got to fly in the office as well, right? And then I guess I'll see you all next week on here.
Yep.
Thanks everyone for turning up. You back again next week again, Daryl? Are you back now?
I should be, yeah.
I'll talk to you privately anyway about that.
Yeah. Sure.
All right, guys. Catch you all in a bit.
All right.
Ciao.
All right, see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.